Hi everyone, this video is to help you learn English. Today we're talking about English words, about TV shows, about reality TV shows. So listen to this video to learn new words about TV shows. My name is Courtney, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite reality TV shows. It's called Survivor. Survivor is a reality TV show where contestants have to live on an island. They live on an island in the middle of the ocean, and there are two tribes. There are two different tribes at the beginning of the game. Each tribe has about 10 people. I think about 10 people, and they compete. They compete in challenges. And whoever wins the challenge gets supplies. They get supplies like food, water, fishing equipment, blankets. They get different supplies. Oh, and they get one very important supply: a flint. A flint is something that helps you make fire. You can make fire using a flint. The team that loses has to send someone home. The team that loses has to vote one of their members out of the game. And the team that loses their flint. They can't make fire without their flint. Well, they can make fire, but it's harder. It's a lot harder to make fire without a flint. Without a flint, you can't boil water. And it's not safe. It's not healthy to drink water that's not boiled. Plus, a lot of the water also comes from sources that maybe aren't clean. So, there are three different aspects to the game of Survivor. There's outwitting, outplaying, and outlasting. First is outwitting. To outwit someone means to be smarter than someone, to be more intelligent or more clever than someone. Players try to outwit each other by using their social skills. The game of Survivor is a very social game. You have to make alliances. You have to find people to be on your side during the game. And you have to have a strategy. You have to have a strategy that helps you stay in the game. You want people to like you, but you don't want people to like you too much. If you're too likable, other players will see that and they'll try to vote you out of the game. Now, there's something called the merge. At the beginning of the game, there are two tribes. But slowly, as more players get voted out of the game, there reaches a point called the merge. If you get to the merge, you're doing pretty well in the game. After the merge, after the two tribes become one big tribe, every player is playing individually. There aren't two tribes anymore. There aren't two teams. Every player is playing for themselves. Every player is playing individually. Players continue to be voted off. Players continue to be voted out of the game until there are only a few players left. Now, this is the tricky part. Listen carefully. When there are only a few players left, I think it's the top 12 players. when there are only 12 players left. If someone is voted out of the game, they join a group called the jury. The jury is the group of people that votes on the final winner. Okay? So, the person you vote out of the game is also the person that decides if you'll win at the end of the game. So, you have to have a good strategy for voting people out. You don't want to burn bridges with the players. You want to have the best relationships possible so that people will vote for you to win at the end of the game. So let's recap. Let's summarize it. At the beginning, there are two teams, and the teams compete. Then, at the merge, the teams merge together. Everyone plays individually. Then, when there are only 12 players left, if a player is voted out, they join a jury. The jury votes for the final winner at the end. The game is played until there are 3 people remaining, and then the jury votes which person out of the 3 wins the game. If you win Survivor, you win $1 million. You win $1 million. It's a lot of money. There are also idols in the game. An idol in Survivor is something that is good. The idols are hidden. If you have an idol, you can't be voted out. If you play an idol, you can't be voted out that round. So people try to look for hidden idols. There are also other advantages. Some advantages come without a disadvantage. Some advantages come with a disadvantage. It depends. Every season of Survivor is a little bit different. Sometimes there are ties in Survivor. A tie is when there isn't a clear winner. For example, in a soccer game, if the score is 1-1, it's a tie. There's not a clear winner. No one has won, no one has lost. It's tied. In Survivor, there aren't ties. There has to be a winner. So, in Survivor, they break ties with a fire-making challenge. The 2 contestants in the tie have to make a fire. There's a fire, and there's a rope. There's a rope above the fire. They have to make a fire that burns through the rope. The person whose rope is burnt through first wins the fire-making challenge, and they get to move on in the game. The other person is sent home. Whoever loses the fire challenge is out. I'm always amazed how many contestants go on Survivor without knowing how to make fire. If I was on Survivor, I would practice making a fire. Making a fire is a very important skill to be a good contestant for the game of Survivor. Another challenge about being a contestant on Survivor is that you will be very hungry. You don't get a lot of food when you're on Survivor. The main food the contestants get is rice. They get a bag of rice and if they're lucky, they also get fishing supplies. They get supplies to go fishing, and hopefully they'll catch a fish. I talked a little bit about outwitting. There's also outplay and outlast. Outplay, I consider to be a part of the challenges. The challenges are different types of games. Sometimes the games are about being smart. Sometimes the games are about being fast. Sometimes the games are about being strong. So, the outplay part of Survivor, to me, means that you're good at the challenges. And finally, the outlast part in Survivor. To outlast someone means to endure longer than anyone else. To outlast someone means that you are the last person standing. For example, if I wanted to outlast someone in an arm wrestling competition, maybe I wouldn't give all my effort. Maybe I would just wait till the other person got weak, and I would be able to outlast them and finally win. To outlast someone just means that you have endurance, you have stamina, you have drive. You don't give up easily. I think that the outlast part of Survivor is probably the most important part. It's not easy to win Survivor. You need social skills, you need athletic skills, you need intellectual skills, you need to be very well-rounded. You need a lot of different skills in order to win Survivor. Every season, I'm continually impressed by Survivor players. I think that they are truly some of the toughest people that I've watched on TV. They're smart, they're witty, they're strong, they have a lot of tenacity. I would like to play Survivor someday, but I need to apply. I won't be able to play if I never apply. So, I should apply. What about you? Have you watched Survivor? Would you want to play Survivor or no? Do you prefer to watch it from your couch? Survivor is a great game, and I continue to love every season of it year after year. Thanks so much for listening, and if you want to support me and this channel, don't forget to sign up for my membership. Signing up for my membership helps support me, but you also get weekly comprehension tests. You get weekly comprehension tests to test your progress in English. You can sign up at the link below. Thanks for listening. I'll see you later. Bye.